Welcome to Conflict 707, Gender and Violence, being offered this summer for the first time as a distance education course. My name is Elizabeth Degi Mount, and along with Dr. Leslie Dwyer, I'll be co-teaching the course this summer. I wanted to use this video to tell you a little bit about myself, my work, and why I'm so glad that you'll be joining us. First off, let me say that I'm really looking forward to getting to know you through the assignments that we're using through this class, the blog posts that you'll be doing, as well as the interactions that we'll have over Skype. First off, to tell you a little bit about myself and my work, for the past 3 years I've worked with Dr. Sandra Sheldlin and Dr. Leslie Dwyer to establish and now run the Center for the Study of Gender and Conflict at the School for Conflict Analysis and Resolution. The center serves as a hub for all things gendered research, theory, and practice that happen at the School for Conflict Analysis and Resolution. WAR is just an outgrowth of that work and serves as an institution where students and faculty can collaborate on issues related to gender and conflict. Personally, in addition to running the center as the executive director, along with Dr. Leslie Dwyer, who's the director, and our wonderful staff and student volunteers, I conduct research on issues of gender and violence, specifically legal responses and cultural responses to sexual violence. My first project that I did under this regard was looking at domestic violence law reform in Bali. This is research that I did with Dr. Leslie Dwyer in the summer of 2011, looking at an Indonesian law reform and the implications that it had on women's lived experiences of domestic violence. This work served as the basis of my master's thesis, and in 2012 I graduated from the Department of Sociology at George Mason with my master's degree, and then came to pursue my doctoral work here at SCAR. I also did similar work in Cambodia, looking at different legal responses to sex trafficking victims, and also got to enjoy meeting some of the local wildlife while I was there. After becoming a doctoral student at the School for Conflict Analysis and Resolution, I also conducted a fellowship in Russia at the Higher School of Economics, looking at domestic violence legal reforms there and trying to understand the fit and frictions between the legal system and the lived experiences of women's experiences of domestic violence. My current project, which will serve as my dissertation research, looks at the different ways that racial and gendered narratives play out in the U.S. in prosecution of sexual violence. Specifically, I'm looking at how the implications of slavery and Jim Crow laws are still playing out in our ideas of who has access to justice from crimes of sexual violence and who is prosecuted, and the ways in which our prosecution plays. I'm not working on research or at the Center for the Study of Gender and Conflict. I lead a busy personal life. My husband Will and I have been together for 10 years and are welcoming our first son this spring. So I'll be adjusting to motherhood while we also enjoy our time together for this class. Luckily, I have a niece and nephew that have given me a little bit of practice in this regard, so hopefully this won't be too bumpy. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you and to working with you over the course of the summer. Please don't ever hesitate to reach out to me, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know you. Thank you so much for joining us for this class,